Hi, how are you? I would like to speak about the interpretation of Bartol Kuiken of the Fantasia number 8, TWV 40 number 9 in the original score in E minor. Wonderful performance. You can find it in YouTube or buy the CD by Accent, or probably something else in internet. I will put the link in the description, and now we will listen and we will speak about. There is many performance with baroque flute of this Fantasia. Of course, Bartol Kuiken is a reference for all us that we are interested in early music interpretation. We will listen and we will speak about. Oh, I'm sorry. Here. Okay. The first note seems like a little alone. Ta, and then the piece seems start on the second. Ta ra ram pam pa ri. It's very elegant. The importance is in the lower note, but the higher note have an history, something to tell. E, F sharp, E, D sharp. So there is two melody that you have to follow. This is the higher one, and the lower. Now the question is the D sharp, is the B, is the end of this sentence, of is the sentence finished with E, D sharp? We will listen again. I have to make, yes, okay, again. Okay. It's interesting that there is no rallentando at the end of the sentence. Ta, 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 ta. Instead, ta, 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 ta. This is an interesting decision for the performer. So that the first sentence and the second and the third as in a strong temporary relationship. There is another possibility that you play like a Gregorian chant. So, like each sentence is a little isolated, but the decision of the performance here, I think, is a good decision, especially for a CD. Recording for a CD is not a concert. In a concert you can be more free. A CD you have to be more carefully, because it's remained for century your interpretation, so you have to make less strange things and less freedom. Now we will listen the second sentence, but especially the relationship between the first and the second sentence. Okay, this is very interesting. There is a strong relationship between the first and the second. It finish E, D sharp, E, F. Ta-ra, ta-ra-ra. It's really a continuation. The higher melody let's go directly on the second sentence. The second sentence, it's technically difficult, because you have lower note and very higher one, and the very higher one here is wonderfully performed it's very delicate. I'm not able at all to make so delicate higher note. They are together with the lower, tori, 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 not tied, but really together, A, C, G, B, F, A. And the lower one is so wonderful made, very delicate, very sweet. The stressing, the most important is in the lower part. So if you follow the sentence for the first and the second, it's very easy, very logical. And the higher sentences are different. The first is and after a great lap, a great sprung, together, but I'm very not near the quality of the interpretation by Barthold that make this wonderful higher note so delicate, so perfect in sound, in the length. Now we will listen how long it will make the last E, because as in the first sentence there is two possibilities. If this last E is the end of the word, or just continuing. I remember that it's make a short E for continuing in the sentence after. We will listen again from the beginning. For learning something, for an interpretation by big master like Barthold, you have to listen and listen again and try to, because there is a lot of things inside, lot of things, very raffinate, very nuanced. We will listen again. I hope the volume is good, because something that you have not noticed before. In the higher note E, E, F sharp, E, D, Barthold gives some importance in the F sharp. If you listen, the F sharp is more important than the E before and the E after. This F sharp has a special importance. I've not noticed this before. As I told you, you can notice 1,000 things listening and listening again. We will see. Okay, there is a small rallentando before the lower E. Dum dim dum dim dum dim dum di di di. Probably is the mirror effect of a small rallentando before the last two notes of the first sentence. Ta ta da da ta da ta da di di. But I didn't notice how long is the last E. We will listen again. Okay. Ta-da-da. It's an end, but it is related, temporally related for what happened after. Notice after we have something like 3 melodies. There is in the lower part B A, B C, B A, and in the medium part F G, F G, F G, and then the higher A D, A D. It could be because D F sharp G is a strong melody, so probably it could be that here we have 3 voices. But what is important to observe is that Bartók make a great importance in the first note of bar 3, the C sharp. Why? Because this C sharp is related with the B 4 note after. Now we will listen how it's make the piano. With the recorder it's very difficult to make piano. With the flute is a little easier. Interesting. He play the note piano, but it makes something also that is very important in my opinion, a small separation before the echo. Bo dee 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 da dee 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 bo. And this hesitation is fundamental for changing the register, because if you play da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee da dee, the fact that you arrive directly at the piano make that this piano is not so evident, not so lost its importance and its effect. And this happen, I suggest you to do in many situations when you have to make an echo. Not only you change the way of playing da 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 da, but also if you make a small hesitation, this echo will be more understood, better understood. Da 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 da. Just a hesitation before starting. Da 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 da. So the people listening this small break will think, what happened now? Ah, it's echo. Da, 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 da. Okay. And then it will arrive bar 4 with this great distance 10, 12, 10, 7, 6, the distance between the lower and the higher note. The lower note make like a bass part in a sonata. And the higher one, C, C, B, 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 A. B, A is like a appoggiatura, but in this case it doesn't work because the B arrive after. This was the original melody. Together is not easy. And he has a wonderful instrument, I think an antique one, Rothenburg, but this is not the most important. It's the way of playing that is wonderful. Make lovely, very delicate, elegant higher note. We will listen. Bim, 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 biri. The lower note A, F, G, C sharp, D are not ta, 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 are 3 and 2. A, F, G, C, D. There is a small nuance in the lower note. And not something like this. It's not easy for me to play this music, but it's lovely. We will listen from the beginning. Another things in the echo, it's a decision for the performer. We have a lower note C sharp B, echo C sharp B, and Bartol in the echo make very delicate C sharp, a little less delicate B. Probably for making this melody C sharp, B, A, F, G. So it's an echo, but it's going somewhere. So the B is a little more strong than the. We will listen from the beginning. At the end of the bar 4, it's important the modulation, the change between C sharp, D major, and C natural, coming back in G major. We listen from the beginning. This is interesting. The two higher C, bar 4, are short. Do-ti, do-ti, but not the two B. The B are a little longer. Do-ti, 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 do-ti. Normally, in the interpretation, we try to be symmetric, and so how we make 2C, we will make 2B. But this is a certain elegance, a certain something that the performer, an intuition by the performer, and then they change it, the B. Another things about the second bar. The last note of the second sentence are not really related with the higher melody. So if we listen the higher melody, okay, but the way in which he is playing is that the GFE is related with the lower. Boom, tiriri. It's just an images that I have, but if you listen, GFE is not really, the G is not really related to the A before. If we stress the G is related to A. If I stress the G. But if I make bim, this higher E is more related to just a way of finishing. Okay, now we have to continue with this C natural. We start a little before. Okay. 4 notes. Da 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 dee dee. And then 2 notes. Do do. In effect, BD is not really a melody because it's strange, a melody with a jump from 6th D do. But to follow 3 melodies is quite impossible. So the performer thinks that there are 2 melodies. This one is Kuiken Bartol play G sharp, but in the score, in the Urtext edition, Wiener Urtext edition, the G is natural. Me too, I play G sharp, but it's not written in the score. This is what is written, and he plays. Bruggen too play C sharp, I think. I don't know. B natural in this moment, because for a recorder this Fantasia is in G minor, but it is not in the score. I don't remember if other flute or recorder player play natural. Okay, and now we will see how it play the chromatic scale. Not easy with the baroque flute, because it's not done for making chromatic scale. And with this asymmetry and the tied note 3-4, 3-4. We start a little before and we will listen. It don't cut the legatura. The tide is not playing ta ta ta. It play ta all together. I think that I listen this. We will listen again. Okay. Is a decision not to cut the legatura. In effect, 3 and 4 is not a good idea because it's asymmetric. It's better ta all together. And what is interesting is that the last note B before F is ta boom with a small separation. So the lower note has nothing to do, and this happens as at the end of the second chromatic scale. So the C sharp is the A sharp, I'm sorry, is related to F sharp, but not to B. For me, it's very difficult to play this chromatic scale. What is important to notice is that we have an half tone, A sharp B, but absolutely not B, but P. This for two reasons. Because if you make together A sharp B, you lost the importance of B, that it's in a strong beat, but also because with B, this higher B, the piece start again. No more in E minor, but in B minor. And if you make small separation, you underline, you stress the fact that the piece start again. We will listen and we will, I think, remember, that the interpretation of the second theme in in B minor will be the same of the first. I'm not sure, we will listen. Okay. He play, as is written at the end of bar 7, D, B, C, C, B, D. In effect, the octave is strange, because in the original in the bar 2, we have a distance of 10. 10 is a third, AC, GB, FA in bar 3. Here we are in bar 7, we have the sixth, but the sixth is the same things that the 1/3. We have EC, DB, and what were normal, C, A sharp. It is written CC, and CC is a little empty. I play, when I recorded it with the recorder, I play transposed, but C sharp, A sharp. I don't remember what make Franz Bruggen, but I'm not sure of my choice because it works both. As is written, the C sharp is related with the D. C, C, B, C, D. In the other way, the A sharp is related with B. C, C, B, A, B. So we don't know. Probably it's more easy and more natural to respect what is written. Okay. Now an echo, but an echo for no, it's not an echo. It's two sentences in the different higher height. We will listen what's making Bartol. Notice this special importance on the lower B. Da di da di dong di di di. Okay, it is playing like if it were two melody. The higher and then a lower one. In my opinion, there is three melody here. This is the higher, and there is a medium one. It's just an idea, and a lower. What is the difference? The difference is in bar 8, if you put together F natural, E and B, or if you put together only F natural, E, and then E is alone because it's part of a third melody. I will try to play in the two way. It's not easy for me. This is, in a bad way, the interpretation of Bartol. Another possibility is it's complicated to make for me, but tari tara tiri pi pon tarara pon ti poro, and the other one is tari tara tirara pon tirara pon tirara it is making this 1. 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. But it could be possible it is 2, 2, 2, 1, 1, 3, 1, 1, 2. The different phrases. Okay. I start a little before and we will listen. The difference between the phrase in bar 8 and the same phrase a step lower in bar 9. Wonderful performance. The higher note is so delicate, in tune, with a good sound. It's incredible. This is the difficulty of this piece, to have lower and higher note, each in its range with this quality. Now we have a speech, we can say, in which we have two voices, really is a duo, the lower part, and the higher. The A that remain in the 7th in this chord, the dominant of B minor. Okay, here the performer has to try to speak two sentences in the same time, to follow the two sentences, give importance at both. Of course, the higher note could be too strong, so you have to make the higher note in a delicate way. Here. What we noticed is that it gives importance in the 5th note of the melody, of the lower melody. This one, if you notice, the first B, it's longer than the other one. We listen it again. And this is the cadenza with an hesitation about after the second G. This is exaggerated, but this is the idea. We will listen again. Da 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 da. Is a trill with resolution. G F G F E F E. Lovely ornament. And now a repetition. Lower melody, higher. With an echo. We will listen how it is making the echo and how it's making the passage between forte and piano and between piano and forte. Yeah, this is a good solution. The piano is isolated. Da di 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 da di. So also the piano is isolated from what is before and what is after. It is forte, then a small cut, piano, then a small cut, and the new forte. This is very important because without this, da di da di da di da di, no, it's too near. We understand that it starts the piano at the second or the third note, but in this way, da di da di da di da di, da di da di da di da di, da di da di da di da di. Oh, my dog is very old. Okay, we will listen. Note that there is some nuance, for example, in the lower note, F sharp, D sharp, E, and then a very delicate A sharp. Ah. The A sharp is not the same bum 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 bum. Nine. Pum 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 pum. Okay, we will listen again. Wonderful performance. And here is exactly the same note as at the end of bar 12, but without the ornament is isolated from the end. And this is very elegant because it's make the last note as really alone and the last note. Da di da di da di da di dong dir. Notice the quality of the higher and lower note in bar 15. What is interesting is that the lower part in bar 16 normally has to go until B. But the bar 16 starts with D sharp, and D sharp is not from the higher melody, because the last note of the melody is again A, and the last note of the lower melody is B. But here it starts with D sharp. It's not easy to give a sense on this D sharp. It's a compromise between the necessity of the harmony. It's strange because it could make B, D, F, A. Sorry. But it were banal, trivial. And then the cadenza. Okay, it finished here because it's a long speech, but I hope it has been useful. Bye bye.